Hello, 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 and welcome to another video from Mommy Tiffany. Now, today we are still doing the Lunar Light event, and as you can see on my screen here, I have 2 of those Life Orb of Souls, 3 of those Giant Life Orbs, 1 of the Great Life Orbs, and 1 Life Orb level 3. And I have 2 Brilliant Light Flowers, just like I had last night. And, so, confession time. Last night, I forgot to set my dragons up with harvesting. I forgot to leave my game on. I forgot to turn my game on when I went to sleep. And so I did not get any of that overnight passive harvesting going on. This is where my board is sitting. Alright? Just about similar to where we left off in my last video. Not so hot, as you can tell. So, I'm a little bit, about how that all went down. I did just realize something here. I am gonna drag that right over there. I'm gonna get rid of that. And I'm gonna pop... No, not that. I'm gonna check... Is that a purple orb? That is not a purple orb, that is a blue orb. Alright. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a 5 merge right here. And we got another 5 merge right here. We're just gonna slide these guys right on up over here. That's 1. 2. Grab another one. I'm gonna set it right there for right now. And we're gonna grab that 4th blue orb and pop it right there for just a moment. Now we're gonna pop one right there, and then we're gonna pop one right there. We're gonna go ahead and heal that Zomblin Cave. We're gonna tap it so that the dragons will fire, and we're gonna get that Zomblin. Just nice and quick there. We'll harvest and harvest those glowing crumbs. And now what I need is to just hit up that merge right there. We got that tiny spirit vial. We don't need any more of those for this event. I know there was no dead land under it, but I still want to get it for, completionist value. Gonna get that orb. Get that orb. Whoops. Oh, come on. Here we go. We're just dragging them. Jaggy, jaggy, jaggy the orb. I'm so skilled at this. Ah ha ha. Okay. Got a little bit more. In the orb department. I'm just gonna release those because I don't really have a way to merge them with anything. And we're gonna I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Oh, definitely didn't mean to do that. Once again, that is fine. Ay, where is my brain today? I'm just gonna have some merge time. Some harvesting. Don't you do it. To be fair, it wouldn't be the end of the world if my dragons harvest from that a little bit, but I really didn't mean to make a 3 merge with that. It should be fine, regardless. Go harvest. I did delete my rock dragon, in case you didn't notice that. I'm not totally sure how many dragons I have right now. Oops. Oops. I want to say I have 2 of those yellow dragons, 2 of the red dragons, 1 rock ROC dragon, 1 moon dragon, 1 Martian dragon, and 1 of those purple dragons. Where are you? That dude there. The Cosmos dragon. Yeah. But again, not entirely sure what my dragon situation is at the moment. I do know my flower situation is I got 2 brilliant life flowers right now. Not super thrilled with the fact that I only have 2 brilliant life flowers, but I mean, it's alright. It's not the worst. Oh, come on, I told you to harvest. I don't know why I'm just dropping my dragons back onto the flowers. Instead of tapping them. Yeah, as you can see, I have 2 crimson and 2 spotted dragon. Yes, spotted dragon. And all my lovely dragons working to harvest. And hello. Come on. Come in. Oh, my brilliant plan right there just did not work. You, come back. Harvest. So we're going harvesties. That definitely didn't work. Alright, you have dropped all you got. We're gonna pop you right up there. I'm just gonna let my moon dragon do that because whatever, moon dragon, you want to do you, do you. That didn't work. Why not? It can only help me in the points department to have my dragon's harvest from it. Not that I'm super worried about points. Pardon, I was taking a drink. I don't know why I say pardon. Like, fancy. And there goes my drink. Excuse me. You know that bad joke of like, there's no excuse for you? I just had that pop into my head after I said, excuse me, like, there's no excuse for myself. Okay, cool, cool. I saw this thing that said, plan, wake up, be awesome. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. It was like a picture or something and it said wake up, be awesome. And I was just like, I so need this in my life because I'm awesome. And then I was like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not really awesome, but I am awesome at being me. And my grandpa always told me it's better to be a great version of yourself than to spend your life trying to be someone you're not. And I loved my grandpa. He was the most amazing person in my life. And he gave me all these little nuggets of wisdom. And over the years, shaped me in a positive way that, like, he was a major father figure in my life, and I really truly do miss him, and I wish that he had lived longer and could have been a part of my children's lives because, like, he was truly amazing. Really and truly amazing. Super, super smart man. He used to read books with me when I was a kid, and I have all these memories of reading books with him in his bedroom, and he would probably be so, mad at me for not keeping up with my reading. I mean, not mad at me, but like, hey, why aren't you reading anymore, like, no, I try to find the time to read books, and occasionally I do read books, but not nearly the same way I used to. Like, I used to be that kid who would walk my happy butt to the library and I would check out a big old stack of books, like a massive stack of books, to the point where, like, the first time that I got my library card, my first library card, and I checked out all these books, I would have the librarian, or if we had a new librarian working there, they would question, they'd be like, you know, you only have X amount of time to finish these books, right? And then they're due, and you don't want to get any overdue fines and stuff. And I was like, it's fine, no problems, no problems, trust me, no problems. And it would only take like one time of me doing that, and I would take this big huge stack of books home, and it'd be like 10, 15 books, and they'd be thinking like, oh, she's not going to be able to read all those. And no, I would bust through all those books, and I'd be back in less than a week turning them back in, checking out another stack of books. I love books. I'd reread books. One of my favorite books, and really book series, is The Giver by Lois Lowry. And if I am mispronouncing that name, I am so sorry, Lois. But I really enjoyed The Giver. And then when I found out later on that there was The Gathering Blue, or Gathering Blue, I think it's just called Gathering Blue, not The Gathering Blue, and then The Messenger, I fell in love with those books as well. And read those books and you have seen the movie The Giver, you are missing out on an amazing book. And the movie doesn't do it justice. The movie I have so many issues with that movie. Oh, you have no idea. But I have similar problems with a lot of books turned movies when I love the book. A few of my other favorite books when I was younger were I loved reading the Babysitter's Club books. They were so good, and just some of my favorites. Nancy Drew, I loved Nancy Drew mysteries, and Boxcar Children. The Boxcar Children, I loved that series. There was another series called The Unicorn Chronicles that I have only ever read the first book, but I read the first book so many times, and I waited and I waited and I waited for years for the next book to come out. And it didn't come out for a long time, and I still have never read the other books in the series. And I was always kind of sad about that. I really wanted to read those other books, and I still can. I am able to read those books. There's nothing stopping me, except for my own personal stopping myself. I remember reading The Diary of Anne Frank with my grandpa when I was probably far younger than I should have been reading a book like that. I mean, not that The Diary of Anne Frank is like a bad book to read. It's an interesting look at what life was like, and it lets you see that the people who lived back then are pretty much like emotionally and all of that, like similar to us now in that same age group, and the things that she lived through. And God, that I cannot imagine what it would be like. I mean, realistically, I can't even put myself in that place, because like it's so bonkers. And oh, I remember reading Goosebumps books with my grandpa too. I remember Say Cheese and Die was one of those ones. There was a camera that if you took a picture of something or someone, bad things would happen. Like he took a picture of a car, or someone took a picture of a car, and when the picture came out, the car was all smashed up, and then there was like an accident where the car got all smashed up. And I don't remember like all the books that I read with him, but like another Goosebumps one I read was Why Am I Afraid of Bees? And it's this kid who's afraid of bees, and then like he winds up turning into a bee. And gosh, there's just so many good books that I read with him, and just so many good books that I read, period. Summer of My German Soldier is a good book. Finding David's Heart is a good book. Island of the Blue Dolphins, good book. Oh, so many, so many. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of books that I've read and loved. Just, man. And my grandpa, he said to me multiple times before he passed, he said, anyone can say anything about you, but just because someone says it doesn't make it true. It may very well be true, but it isn't true because they said it. And that's always kind of stuck with me, is that like you can't just assume something to be true because someone said it. Which, I mean, I've always kind of known that, but I mean, his point was, he would say, okay, and pardon my swearing, I don't swear too much on these videos, but I did swear in part one, I believe. That was unintentional when I did that, but he said, someone may say that I'm an asshole, and I very well may be an asshole, but just because they said I'm an asshole doesn't make me an asshole. And it's not just about people, it's about everything. Just everything. And I've held on to that one pretty strong in my life, because I've been called many things, many things over the years. And if I believed everything everyone said about me, I would be a sad Selma. And I wouldn't want to be me if everything everybody said about me was true, because people have said some pretty nasty mean things about me without, you know, without any kernel of truth to them. And like, people have speculated about my mental health, and I will be the first person to absolutely honestly tell you I am not completely mentally healthy, and I don't really think that that's a bad thing. And I think it's something that people need to, you know, acknowledge about themselves and accept about themselves, that if you are not completely mentally healthy, that is just a fact of your life. And that is something that you need to embrace as a person and deal with in whatever way works for you. And nobody out there should be telling you that you have to do it one way, or you have to do this, or you need to do that, or you should be on medication, or you should go see this therapist, or you should do this technique, or you should do this, that, and the other, and you have to do these things. And thing is if somebody suggests to you something that you find helpful, totally fine. But if somebody's telling you, say there's a technique called CBT, it's cognitive behavioral therapy. If somebody is sitting there saying you have to go see a therapist and learn how to do this CBT, and you have to do CBT because that is the only thing that's going to help you, then that is not a helpful way to go about helping someone. And that's a thing. Like, and also when people are like, hey, by the way, I think you're bipolar. Like, do you know me? Are you my therapist? Why do you think I'm bipolar? Or, I think you have dissociative personality disorder. Okay, are you my therapist? Do you know? Are you a licensed therapist? Do you have any qualification to diagnose somebody with this particular mental health thing? And odds are they don't. And that's a thing. Like, if you don't have a medical degree or a psychology degree, what are you doing speculating? And if you are not my personal psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, physician, gynecologist, whatever, if you're not that, what are you doing trying to diagnose me with it? And that's how I feel about that. And, like, also, I hate it when people are like, oh, so-and-so says this, that, or the other, but I don't think they really have that disorder. Like, don't sit there and be like, oh, geez, that was a hummingbird. I'm sorry, that just made me lose my train of thought. A hummingbird just flitted over here and then flew off. That was pretty cool. Anyway, it really irritates me when somebody sits there and says like, "Oh, you say you have this diagnosis, but no you don't. Are you my doctor? Are you my therapist? Are you my psychiatrist? Are you my physician? Are you my gynecologist? Are you my dentist? Are you my anything? Are you even my friend? Do you even know me? Like, really know me? Or are you just saying this to say this? Because it seems like you're just saying this to say this. I don't know how I got on this topic anyway. But for the record, I have anxiety disorders. Multiple anxiety disorders, mostly. I have been diagnosed with major depressive disorder. It was listed as in remission. I don't know that I actually have major depressive disorder. I just know I've had periods where I have gotten pretty depressed and things go downhill when I get pretty depressed. Things happen that are not great, which is pretty normal for most people who get depressed. And I feel like my bouts of depression last long enough that I can call them bouts of actual depression, not just, a depressive mood or a swing or something like that. And I have been accused of being other things that I have never been diagnosed with by people who really shouldn't be speculating about that and really shouldn't be saying things about that. And like, oh, it's just a whole thing. Oh, apparently I have filled up my map with orbs and things and stuff, and my dragons are just sitting around doing nothing. Alright, dragons. I'll give you some spice. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. I wanted you to zoom in. Hello. Can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Maybe. Not responding. I guess I kind of went on a little bit of a rant unintentionally there. Did I just... Let me confirm, right? Come on. Oh, apparently I did use up that green one on accident. It happens. It's going a little slow. I went a wee bit ranty, and my game decided to give me crap for it, right? 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I'm sorry about my little rant there if that was annoying or anything. But, I mean, I find it rather obnoxiously annoying that people do things like that in the first place, you know? Like, nobody should be doing stuff like that. It's very, very intrusive of people to do things like that. Like, ugh. I'm not trying to get all, like, philosophical or anything. Truly. I don't know if philosophical is even the right word, you know? I'm just a girl with a YouTube channel who plays mergedragons, has kids, named Mama Tiffany on YouTube. Well, I'm named Tiffany either way. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really done anything of interest in this video, have I? I've just kind of told you a big ol' story for like half an hour. I've just been rambling and ranting and probably not the most interesting person. Or maybe my story is interesting. I mean, we all have stories, like I've said. Every single one of us has a story we can tell. We can tell it with our lives, the way we live them, if we so choose. And I do choose to tell you guys little snippets of my life And if you like it, then you like it. If you don't like it, then what you doing on my channel? I mean, then again, the average view time on some of my videos is so low, I don't think most people listen to my rambly stories. And that's totally okay. If you don't want to listen to my rambly stories, you don't have to. You can watch whatever YouTube videos you want to watch. You can watch anything you want to watch. That is the power of free will. And I kind of love that aspect of everything. I've said it before, we're all different, and it's great that we're all different, because if everyone were the same, life would be so boring. So boring. And I apologize if I am boring to you guys. I mean, maybe my channel is just not your cup of tea. And that's the way things go sometimes, you know? Not everything is rainbows and sunshine and chicken nuggets and french fries and whatever. I don't know why I said chicken nuggets and french fries, but it sounded good at the time. I could make some chicken nuggets and french fries. Maybe I'm hungry. I'm not really hungry at the moment, actually. And I know that. I'm just being an absurd weirdo as per the usual, which y'all should be used to if you're here on my channel listening to me ramble on any sort of regular basis. Whoops. It's just, I like to be true to myself. And if being true to myself means that I'm just a weirdo, then that is how it is. And I am a-okay with being the weirdo. Someone's gotta be. Whoops. That was not supposed to happen. Anyway, you have now watched me harvest a bunch of orbs and listened to me ramble for, how long has it been now? Oh, about 40 minutes. I think I'm gonna call this video random, and I don't know if you guys can hear my neighbors taking groceries in. They just got groceries delivered. Oh. Yep. Harvest. Harvest again. Dragon's gonna harvest, hey, hey, hey. And you can't see me dancing like a weirdo. Like me, I should say. Just like me. It's what I do. I'm weird. It's fine. It's kind of my thing. Just being me. You know? Alright, I'm gonna call this video good. I don't know if anybody enjoyed it, but if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like my videos, and you like my stories, and you like my weirdness, and if you're having a great event, leave me a comment. If you wanna leave a comment, just leave a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, don't leave a comment. I'm not your mom. I'm just a mom. Oh. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving suggestions here. I feel weird doing that every time when I ask for likes and comments and stuff and whatever. But, like, I do like feedback. And I do try to reply if you have questions, and I do take requests. I've said this before. I take video requests. If you would like me to do a video on a level, if you would like me to do a video on a different game, if you want me to just, give a video where I just chat with you face to face, I can take requests. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope your event is going well. And I'm going to keep on harvesting and merging and harvesting and merging. And I'll see you soon, because soon I will be recording another video on the Lunar Lights event. See you then. Bye.